Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sports Bants. I'm Z, he's B, Chelsea 4, Tottenham 3. Here we go, man. How we doing, Big B?
What a game. What a game, man. That was like when I tell you I was so hyped pregame too, bro. Like whole time I'm just waiting. And then, so many ups and downs for a neutral seven goal game, man.
Wow.
I was man, that was great. That was great, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, man. Absolutely. The hype going into this game was unreal. Me and Big B had a chat for a few minutes before the game, just talking about, what we think about the game, the magnitude of the game, the lineup, and we both felt that this is an important one. This is
Mm-hmm.
not one that we want to lose.
Yeah.
And big shout out to Tottenham, by the way.
Mm.
In life, a lot of things change over time, but one thing that's consistent is Tottenham giving us 3 points, man. Shout out to Tottenham, bro. Shout out to
Hey,
Spurs,
three-point lane as we used to call them, man.
man. That's all we order at their menu, man. Big has got one option: give Chelsea 3 points, please, and no charge, and that's what we take, man.
Man, what a game, bro. We and I agree. Like I thought this was because we obviously we had a great season so far, and I didn't. We haven't been great against the big teams. So man, away from home against this is a big derby. Man, just great. Like a great. And I thought this was a statement win. We'll get into the game after that third goal. It just felt like we've arrived. You know what I'm saying? And
I
I
agree.
might be speaking too prematurely, but
Nah, not at all, man. Not at all, man. We've been in the gutter for a long time.
it's been bad.
So and so I don't think you're speaking prematurely.
It's
We,
been bad.
need to celebrate. And looking at the lineup before the game, you and I talked about this. Strong lineup,
Very.
strong lineup. No games type of lineup.
Mm.
You know, what do you think of it?
Man, as you said, it was some interesting things. Obviously, we had Fofana was hurt, so Betty Sheila came in, um, and it was different because I think this might have correct me if I'm wrong, but this might have been his first time playing on the right side of that center back partnership, and
He
obviously I
came,
think
he
Cole
came
will.
in. He came in for a few minutes when he subbed in for Fafana last games in Southampton. He also played on that right side.
Okay, bet, but
Yeah.
he didn't look as he definitely didn't look comfortable on that right, and
And
I
I
think
asked you that. I asked you. I said, "Hey, man, with this lineup, strong lineup, but the only question I have is why is Badishiel on the right?"
'cause I remember early on in the season he would we would play Tosin like versus West Ham we played Tosin, but the issue with
Exactly.
Tosin he's not that fast, so
Hmm.
having him on that right or left center back he gets cooked because they're always chasing these wingers, which
Yeah,
Fofana is such a good presence. But Betty Ashile, if we were to put Betty Ashile in the center, Cole would have to move to the left or the right, which I don't know. He's
exactly.
not that good there, so it was hard. I mean, we missing one of our best defenders, but he Betty Shiller didn't have a great first half. And he didn't have a great game, but I thought he picked it up in the second half.
No,
So,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. We can touch on that, man. Game starts and we're right where we were last year. Tottenham are off to the races.
Oh
We
my
look
days!
discombobulated.
Oh, we were getting cooked.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, man. And we had Cucurella slipping left and right in key moments. And I'm thinking, what is happening, man?
Yeah.
What is going on?
And you got to credit Tottenham a little because they press like some dogs, man. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like their press, Solanke, man, Solanke. I don't rate him that highly, but one thing I do rate about him though is he's in terms of defensively as a striker, he's
Yeah.
up there. He's very, very, very good. So it was a tough first like 15 to 20 minutes, man.
Oh man, it was very tough. It was very tough. And I'm thinking, man, what is this, man? Are we back to the Chelsea of old? Why are, we looking so shaky? Why are the passes not as crisp?
Hmm.
Why is Tottenham off to the races? Why are they so motivated and we're not?
Yeah,
And
it seemed
no,
like a lack of urgency, right?
exactly, big lack of urgency. And the slips were definitely costly, but at the same time, the recovery wasn't there.
Thing is, what do you do, man? I seen some really poor takes, bro, about the slips. Like, bro, like Gary Neville. I was watching the halftime show, and a couple tweets I saw, and I'm reading right now. It was like talking about there's no excuses for Cucurella slips and how you're gonna go through warm ups and then midway through the game you're slipping like that and you got to know that. But like,
How
bro,
do you
you think
control
you
it?
think he's slipping in? If he's slipping, you think he's slipping in warm ups and just keeping his cleats on? Like, it's just stuff happens, man.
How do you control it? Say you go through warm up and you're not slipping. That means you
How you
can't
control
slip
it?
in the
And he
game.
changed his cleats, so like it
It's
is what it is.
absolutely, and that made a whole difference. But my
Yeah,
thing is, if he wasn't slipping warm up, he's gonna have the idea that hey, I didn't slip in warm up, so that means I'm good to go. So
exactly.
it's
And
just
it happened twice. It was just very unfortunate, in my opinion, man.
exactly that. Both of them led to goals, man. It was I was definitely annoyed by it. I was, hoping that wasn't the case, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
and
some
also, man,
things come out of nowhere.
exactly, bro. Cucurella's been one of our probably like a top three player for us this year. So it
and
is
and you
what
got to give it to him after the slip, and he changing his cleats, rock solid,
it is.
no mistakes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Nah, shout
it
out
was,
Cuckoo, man. Hey,
yeah, man.
what else that first half, man? I mean, we get down 2-0, and it was looking shaky for a minute, and then around that 30th minute mark, we seemed dangerous. We looked like ourselves again. I'd say.
You
Sancho,
know,
by the way.
oh, absolutely. What a performance, man. And you know why? And I'm getting to him with this statement that I'm about to make. You know why I'm so high on Chelsea and
Hmm.
I feel so good about Chelsea? Is because when I look back at previous years, Chelsea going down 2-0, that's probably the end of us.
Yeah,
We're not going to show anything for the rest of the game.
yeah,
And they just keep fighting, fighting. Every time this season, man, a team scores on them, they're right back on the attack.
yeah.
They
No,
forget
that's
about it.
facts.
We're going down 2-0 and
The
not even seem
culture fit.
bothered. Oh, 100%. That's on Maresca and the players for buying in. And like you mentioned, man, Sancho to me was the star of the show. Sancho to me was everything you want from that winger
Man,
position today, and
man,
he had
just
a phenomenal goal to bring us back in the game.
come on, man. We needed that. And he shot the ball. I know you're big on this. You always mention this to me, man. Sancho needs to shoot the damn ball, man.
Yeah,
'Cause he
last
loves that.
last
He loves that pass to Cucurella down the line, which is great. But when you
yeah,
shoot, good things happen sometimes, man. And
nah,
and, and I thought his one-on-one play today and his ball retention, knowing
special,
when to go, when to, he's like, bro, it's a bargain for what we got him for, man. Genuinely, it's
special,
a bargain.
special, man. We should throw United another 5 mil, man, just for you know, just just for what we got, bro. Like, you know,
Yeah, those memes be having me. I saw something like, "Yo, we got to give Brighton another 15 mil for Caicedo, man."
yeah, man, just throw him another piece, man. Why not, man? Why not? Thank you, thank you. It wasn't enough. Whatever the
Yeah,
valuation was for him, it wasn't enough.
yeah, man. Big goal. We go into the half 2-1 down though.
But before the half, man, we had
Mm.
other chances. Palmer had that whiffer
Oh my,
of a shot where I thought, wow, we're back in it. And
oh my.
that's the man you want in that position. But again, it was just like, we're knocking, and we're trying to break through, and we're just knocking and knocking.
Yeah,
At that
bro.
point, that's what
That,
it was.
that that's the real feeling though. It really felt like we were just knocking on the door. You know what I'm saying? It really did feel like, especially in that beginning. I don't want to jump to the second half so quick, but especially in the beginning of that second half,
Yeah,
man, we would just, something
exactly.
was coming.
Exactly. And we can go transition right into the second half. And we mentioned Sancho being player of the game. I think a player who could have also been, in my eyes, player of the game is Lavia. Because in that first half,
Oh my,
he was the calmness that we needed, man. And I
yes.
see you're very excited to talk about him, so I'll let you go right to it.
Oh my, man, this dude Lavia, his ability to break the lines with his passing is ridiculous, and the bravery he has. You know what he loves? Getting the ball from either a goalie or a center back, and like just hezzy and going the other way. And man, I'd be like, oh, but he always does it. You know what I'm saying? That's when he got elbowed by
Yeah,
Kulusevski. But man, fantastic by Lavia. I was surprised to see him come off. You know what I'm saying? Especially,
I was too. I was too, man, because of everything you mentioned. He was the calm that we needed in the midfield. He
Mhm,
was making key passes, and
mhm.
it makes, I guess, sense now in hindsight, but at the
Yeah.
moment I didn't understand it. And I was thinking to myself, man, should have Enzo been the one called? But then I was
Hmm.
like, man, we're down 2-1.
Hmm.
We don't want to lose that creativity.
Hmm.
And Caicedo is so valuable, so I
Yeah,
guess,
man.
for
I
Lavia.
think it was a good tweak, to be honest, in hindsight, right? Because
Yeah.
it allowed us to move Badiashile to the left, and it
Yep.
allowed us because Caicedo there was a lot of space behind it. You know, he's an aggressive player. It
Yeah.
allowed him to get back into the middle, so it was a smart change. It was just like that's the thing as a manager. You see, us fans, you know what I'm saying. We don't really.
Exactly.
I didn't
Exactly.
see it, to be honest.
A
Very,
hundred.
very, very good start though in the second half from us, man.
Oh, 100%. And you mentioned Badiashile sliding over to his natural left center back
Yeah,
position, Colwell playing right center, and that gave that back four a lot more balance with
100%.
Gusto coming in. Um, and Chelsea are just on the attack right off the jump, man. Attacking, attacking, knocking on that door, knocking on that door, knocking on that door. And finally, we get a breakthrough, man, with great combination of football.
Yeah. From
It's not
who?
like, huh?
From who?
Great combination of football from a few
Now, say
players.
what
We had
player though?
Caicedo, Enzo,
Sancho.
Sancho, exactly, man. And Neto driving it to start the whole thing. And that's where I feel like, man, football deserves you for your level of play. The
100%.
game can be cruel at times, but the game can also be rewarding when you play it the right way.
Hmm.
And that whole combination was just played out beautifully. And we deserved that penalty because we put Tottenham in the back of their heels. We put them in a dangerous situation where
Wow.
they had to ask questions. And unfortunately for them, the question was a penalty.
Nah, really, it was. Man, it was great, man. And again, I think Sancho was so good on that play. Caicedo earned the penalty.
Yeah.
Shout out my man. What's the referee's name again? Mike.
Anthony Taylor.
Anthony Taylor. Great call for him. He was great today. No complaints, like you said.
Best game I've seen my whole life from Anthony Taylor, man. Best
Yeah,
game.
he was good, man. So it was, man. I had no. I did not think Palmer was gonna miss that at all.
No
He
worries.
great penalty, and then straight back to business, man. Again, we go right after, and
100%.
man, for that like 20, what was it, like a 20-minute stretch where it was just like,
Yeah. Just beautiful
yeah,
football.
good football, a lot more control. I'd say like that first half was so
Yeah.
end to end. So,
And you know what the cherry on the cake was, man, was our boy Enzo getting another goal. Like to
man,
me, when Enzo scores, man, it is like
the best thing ever.
that's like, it's like it counts as two goals, not one.
Dude, he
It's,
was so good, man.
he
Like
was, man.
genuinely.
He was, man. And
Not
you could
even
see
just a goal. You see his his
movement.
defensively, he's been looking so much better.
Yeah. The only critique I have with there is just the pace defensively and
Yeah,
recovering.
the face for
He
sure. But
puts
like,
himself in little situations where he could easily pull the player and get called for a yellow because he can't recover quick enough.
yeah, but like I
It's
feel like this was a better defensive game from him.
100%,
You know,
100%. He had
and
a
then
phenomenal tackle with 7 minutes left.
yeah, I
My
think I remember.
my goodness, on that left hand side,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
goodness,
yeah. No, he plays, and like I think what else he brings to our game is like that ball security. Like
yeah,
he could find any pass. He could he
100%.
switches it for us. Like he's so good, man. Like and that goal was, bro, the emotions I felt inside of me at that time.
You could
My
see it in him. He wanted to take out his jersey, but it just kept getting
yeah,
stuck
nah,
inside.
Jackson pulled it down.
Oh, he did, so he don't get the yellow. Smart guy, Nico. Smart
Man,
guy.
that dude, I felt so many emotions. And Palmer's, we got to get into Palmer's dribbling on that play. Holy
Clinic in the second half. Absolute clinic.
clinic, man, that was phenomenal, bro. That was
No,
like, great.
definitely, definitely. And Palmer's dribbling is the reason Enzo was in that position
Yeah,
to receive the ball in the way he did and to punish Tottenham. And then again, the fourth goal comes around and it's all about Palmer and his magic,
yeah.
all about him and continuing to press, never letting his foot off the gas. And
And Tottenham was stupid. They're overly aggressive, I thought.
100%. And Papi Sarr gets caught
Yeah.
right on the edge of the box, man, and
And what a
goes down.
hey, little dink too.
Hmm. Oh, my
Dude,
goodness.
the aura in that stadium was crazy. Dude,
Coach,
when you man, like
coach.
the Chelsea fans all together, then the players get there. You see Sancho, you see the corner flag with the Tottenham flag. He
Absolutely.
threw it on the floor.
Man, there's something I love about the Prem is some of the shots the camera
Yeah,
will take, and a lot of times it's when the away team scores and they go to the away end where they run to the fans, and it's just The fans going
Oh
crazy. And
my
then they switch to the right side and it's just dead. Absolute silence.
God,
Fans
we
leaving the
gotta
park,
go.
leaving the stadium.
Nah, we gotta go. We gotta go to a Chelsea game. That's crazy. That was
Absolutely.
that was by far my favorite game of the year.
Yeah, man, just for what it meant, how we felt going into it. And man, just looking ahead. I know Liverpool didn't play, so it makes the gap look a lot better. We're only 4 points behind, man. And Arsenal tied. I wish they would have lost, but that's 2 points ahead of them now,
Yeah.
man. And we're
A
starting to
lot of positive results for us this weekend.
this weekend,
Man
100%.
City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Aston
100%.
Villa.
Brighton also tied to Leicester.
Yeah. Who?
Brighton.
Brighton, that's what it was. Yeah, bro. Like a lot of good results for us. I mean, hopefully when this Liverpool game when they play, hey, if we could get a draw out of that, it's a derby too. That'd be great, man.
No, that'd be phenomenal. That'd be phenomenal, man. And just man, shout out to Maresca at the end of the day, man. He put the right squad in. They're making improvements. We see it. We see the pattern of play. We see the coaching. We see his passion,
Hmm.
which for me has
Wow.
been lacking from the last two managers.
Hmm.
And more importantly, we see that he's a winner. He gets it.
Hmm.
He's not afraid to hold players accountable, even when they're doing well, which I think speaks to his leadership,
So
man.
fantastic, man. Any other performances you want to highlight or?
I think it's solid from everyone, man. Solid day, man. Sanchez,
I knew you were gonna say it.
yeah, man.
I kind of led you into that. My fault, man.
He definitely did, man. I forgot about him, man. He
Him and
worries me.
Jackson. Him and Jackson today.
He worries me, man. He worries me. Yeah, but Jackson's mistakes aren't as costly as
And
Sanchez, man. He
Jackson
worries
just
me.
looked off of it today. I don't know his touch and everything. Usually his touch is solid, man, but he just didn't look.
Exactly.
He was upset. It looked like he was upset with himself at the end.
Yeah, which I like to see. Which I
Mhm.
like to see. Sanchez never looks like he's upset with himself.
How many more mistakes are we giving him?
I think he has
Or
free reign,
Enzo?
bro. I
You
think
think
he
he's
has free reign. Yeah, Enzo trusts him. I think the most.
uh,
Yeah, so I mean, we just gotta hope that he gets better,
man,
that the mistakes don't catch up to us, man.
I'm about to be on Twitter all day just scrolling and cheesing, man.
Oh, that's the best vibe on this
You know what I'm saying?
Sunday
Watch the highlights
afternoon.
back again, just chill out.
Nah, absolutely, man. Anything else?
Man, nah, that's all for
Take us
me. I'm
home,
just
man. Take us home.
man. What a day today, man. We appreciate y'all. Um, up next we got Brentford, or we got Europa League, then Brentford. Man, we just hope to carry this form, man. We really appreciate you guys and like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon, man. Inshallah.
Take care, everybody. Peace out.